Last time we did liner notes, that was in real time, probably about an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half. That's not important. But we are moving on to Encore. Largest braided rock, who are we to stand in the way? Deploy speakers and blast steel wool's greatest hits to repel the storm in a 40 plus zone. Unlike the previous mission, it doesn't specify if they're found more specifically in any certain zone types, so I guess we will explore and figure that out. It does reward 75 of each manual, training, trap, and weapon designs, and it must be done in a 40 plus zone. Now, like I said, it doesn't specify if you need, like, it doesn't specify, like, most commonly found in whatever type of zone. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here. Maybe I'll explore, like, the grassland zone, see if they show up. If they don't, I'll just do deliver the bomb again. Okay, I guess that just changed. But so I guess this is what the speaker looks like, and I guess it does appear in grassland zones. Whether we will find a lot of them, I don't know yet. We do need 7.
When I played my music, I noticed something. The husks hated it.
So we need 6 more of those. Can we guarantee 6? No. So the other thing is, as of like what I was talking about in the previous video about leaving the mission and carrying over like quest progress. As much as I like that in general as a change, I'm still a little mixed on whether I want to actually use it or not. So on one hand, like I said, it can make some things easier, but on the other hand, it kind of like also takes away a lot of what I wanted out of replaying the game in the first place. So it makes me not want to use it. Maybe I'll like save it for emergencies only, or any scenario kind of like the previous episode where like I save time by using it, but I still end up having to play a mission. Like I won't let myself not fully successfully complete a mission. I don't know, since I haven't actually like uploaded that video or edited it yet, I have no way of receiving any feedback from anyone. There's another speaker, and there's another one not too far away, I
Got me
think.
thinking about my touring days, so I broke out some steel wool. Our second record pressure system proves timelapse. Yes. I'm trying not to take it personally.
We're at 4 of 7. Not bad, but I would love to get the rest that I need here. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna find any more of them, which is a shame because I've had some pretty good luck in the past with getting all of my quest objectives. So I think I am just gonna leave and carry my 4 of 7 over to the next mission, and that's just because I don't really want to waste too much time today because I've only got another hour before I have to go, and basically I would just like to get this quest done. I do lose out on these rewards, but I'm just gonna play the exact same mission again. Now, one thing I can't really say for sure is whether different zone types actually have a higher drop rate. I can't say if grasslands might spawn less than like an industrial or a city zone. I don't know, and I'm not really going to test that. I want to see if I can upgrade these. That's just because I want to actually use wooden wall spikes a bit more often. I can't really change the perks, but these are fine.
You know how we're always coming up with gadgets to outsmart the storm? Well, that started an outbreak. You know those rumors we've been hearing about an even more dangerous part of the storm? A corrosive storm that closes in on you, eventually swallowing you alive?
Let me interrupt here, Ray. I turned on the dialogue volume. I know I've literally just spent the last several minutes talking about how I don't want to abuse this, even though it is a core feature of the game now. I don't really want to abuse it, but at the same time, it's just sometimes I don't really want to play that second mission, even though one of my actual arguments for not wanting to use it too frequently is the fact that it takes away from the amount of missions that you would be playing. It's it's also just that sometimes, like in a scenario like right now, I don't have all the time in the world to just to play multiple missions over. And in a case like this, it's going to make completing some quests, especially even some of the Candy Valley ones, so much quicker. So I don't know how. I don't know. I still want to get some feedback from anyone who's actually following along with the series, as this is a kind of like it's a thing where I didn't account for this change when I was actually starting the series, because obviously I started this over a year ago, I think, maybe two. And basically, I don't know, I just want to see what others think of, like, should I use this when I can? Should I not use it? I don't know, because I don't want to use it a ton, but I'll use it like every once in a while. And that's kind of like what I've decided on right now. But I'm still open to see what anyone else wants to suggest. And there's another speaker over here. Man, I hate this thing. The thumper is a direct impact. It will explode, but it will, like, the grenades will bounce if it's not directly impacting an enemy. And there is our last speaker.
What?
Since that's all done,
Lost in
I'll
the
I'll
storm in the
uh
middle of nowhere?
put the dialogue back.
That's where I met you.
Okay, well, I can actually just leave and complete this mission, but I do have a desire to not do that, so I will actually play the mission, even though it is a core part of the game that I can now just kind of skip quests by saving the progress on them.
Landing site spotted. Fine. Any attacks from the storm's creatures could corrupt the data.
I'll be honest, regardless of how much I've been talking about this, there might be some Candy Valley quests where I will do this, like, just for the sake of saving multiple hours of playing. It's a bit exaggerated, but it's like some of the Candy Valley quests are very, very repetitive and annoying. So if I get actually, like, fed up, I might use these. But we'll see what happens when we actually get there. Because as it stands, I think I'm far enough away where I shouldn't really be thinking about those yet. Now, I'm going to be honest here, I did not have a plan for what I am building or how I'm going to build it. I did not think that far ahead. I think because it was affected before, I might do something very similar to a build that I've done in the past, but I might try a kind of cheaper cost cut version of the same build. Retrieve the data is a mission where I don't typically tend to build a lot of trap tunnels unless I get a good opportunity for it. And that's just because a lot of the time the enemies will rotate spawns a lot. So a lot of the time I just kind of build to have enemies come to me with the goal of primarily reinforcing the walls around the objective. No, these. There is no reason for why I'm placing these everywhere but on this side. There is actually absolutely no reason for these. Those are actually pointless. I'm just gonna place them for fun at this point. And then actually, no, I'm gonna wait for the balloon to land on its own. Less defense time. All that means is I'm gonna have to sit here for 14 minutes and then realize that it actually probably doesn't save me any time at all. And let's use that one as well. Make these level 3. Actually, screw it. I am just going to
The only way we're going to retrieve all of the data is to shoot the balloon down as soon as possible.
start that. And
Bring
okay,
up the
7 minutes.
balloon,
I'll wait.
download that data,
7 minutes.
and get ready to move.
Maybe I'll farm for like 7 minutes or something. I spent a while farming, and there's another like minute and a half before the balloon drops, but I just got a new idea that I kind of want to act on before it's too late using these. And I swear this wasn't planned at all. I didn't think about this, and then now after I had a bit to think about it, I now want to actually do it. This is going to be the redundant one, which means you have to place a wall there, but that's fine. Okay, we cannot craft that many of those. I think I can do more broadsides though. Ouch, that is cutting it close. I haven't had a lot of time to farm in city zones for mechanical parts. I might just not. Actually, no, they're primarily coming from this angle, which is a little annoying. And the balloon has landed. I need to place my base immediately. I just remembered that. A build like this only really works well when you have a constructor to reinforce the walls. Otherwise, you're risking a lot for no reason.
Successfully retrieved.
Grab those. I don't know. I will place those in there only if it's necessary. My walls are actually getting bullied. Builds like these are a lot more fun when you have more resources and more traps to work with. But, I'm limited still, which, you know, all that really implies is I need to actually start farming, like, properly. I remember, like, a long, long time ago, still in Stonewood, I actually did a dedicated bit of farming. But I think I did it, like, off recording and then just showed, like, a small section of it while I was talking about that. This defender might be attracting them towards these walls unnecessarily. But it does also provide me a lot of additional, uh, like, firepower. And can also help me apply some damage to enemies that are on their way in or are currently in there. Go and try to get rid of the lobber. Block him from charging. And please die, please die. He's dead. My Wraith durability is actually running low, which is just kind of funny. Where's that coming from? Okay, found him. Found her. There's another one. Hiding behind two. I know it's like for every one that I kill, like another two are gonna spawn. Nice.
Praiseworthy job, Commander. So, good job. The data you collected will help us locate survivors and weak points in the storm.
Another successful mission. But I did also use the quests, the carrying over my quest progress from one mission to another, which still, like I've been saying, I'm kind of mixed on whether I want to use it, but I think I'm settling on using it when necessary, but like not abusing it, if that makes sense. Like I'll use it here and there, but like I don't know, I want to not do it like every time in a way. And there's our manual, 75 each. And there's for the mission alert. Once again, apparently we just don't get quest dialogue anymore. I have no idea why that's happening. Either way, I mean, I can just play the quest dialogue. I meant that. Can I not play the quest dialogue? Apparently not, but I know Fortnite DB does have all the dialogue and whatnot for the quests, so it's accessible there. I don't 100% need to get them. Next time we are doing Steel Icarus, which is, as far as I'm aware, it is just a normal Ride the Lightning mission, but it doesn't even specify a zone. We have a legendary troll stash llama. I think I'll open that sometime soon. In the meantime, I still don't have enough gold for like anything in here or anything that I actually want. And we are quite underleveled for Canny Valley, which means I'm gonna need to put in a lot of time and effort for before we can actually play the first Canny Valley mission. Shouldn't really matter. I was intending to take kind of a break from this account and maybe go back to my main account for some content and some videos in between, like after finishing Onward to Canny Valley before playing Canny Valley Storm Shield Defense 1.